Recently, I've been in the energy of unapologetically being me. I know we often say it, but sometimes we do it with restraint. Sometimes we do it with restraint. But more and more as the days go by, I just see the only option is to unapologetically be me. No matter who likes it, who doesn't. I have to unapologetically be me. And you have to unapologetically be you. Life is too short. Life is too short to be stuck in a relationship or a marriage and it's not where you want to be for real. Life is too short to be making decisions based off of other people, how they may feel, how they may think about you. It's not worth it. I was talking to an older guy in the gym, 77, don't look it, healthy. He was telling me how he got his money, how he got his paper. And he was saying he owned some properties. When he was married, he owned some properties. And his wife gave him an ultimatum that he would have to sell all the properties and keep 2. Or she would divorce him and take the kids. They had 3 kids and go to Canada. And he told me he sold the properties. And I was just like, I was dumbfounded. Now, I know a lot of people will say, you're supposed to keep the family together, da-da-da-da-da, you know. You got to be there for the kids and all that. And I wholeheartedly believe that. But if you didn't do anything to be put in that position to have an ultimatum, then that's a person that you don't necessarily want to even be with. That's rooted in almost evil, I would say. That will give you an ultimatum of taking your pride and joy, your kids away versus, selling a home that's economically beneficial to the whole family. And he was telling me at the time he bought the house for like $68,000. The houses that he bought them for like 68 bands. And right now they're worth $2.2 million. And this was like in 75, 76. So 40 years later, they're worth $2.2 million. That's crazy. And he sold them. And it's funny because we kept talking. He said, my ex-wife. And I said, damn, so y'all got a divorce? And he said, yep. I said, well, shit. You were better off just keeping the house. And he said, yep. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to live for you. Like, anybody who's going to give you an ultimatum to take your kids away and you didn't do anything, take your kids away, like, use that as a power tool, that's not somebody you want to be with anyways. I'd be like, well, we'll just have to have an arrangement for me to see my kids, in the best time I can. But you're going to do what you're going to have to do because I'm going to do what I got to do. And I'm not going to let anybody play with me like that, Take my babies away like that. Like, I understand you're supposed to fight for your kids and all that, but like I said, the life that we live in now, we fighting the fight against evil principalities and all that, and you losing time. You losing, energy. Now, I know that may sound taboo to some people. Oh, you're not supposed to, you're supposed to be there for the family. Like I said, I understand that wholeheartedly. Be there for your kids. Expect work things out. But if somebody's evil, if somebody's manipulative, if somebody will go to those lengths to say, I'm going to leave you and take the kids away, and you won't see the kids, something like that to that extent, or sell those properties, and it wasn't warranted, it was just out of power move or power control, that's bad business. That's not somebody you want to even live in the house with. So what happens if you sell the house is, you still have to live with this person who will go to that extent. They've already shown their colors, their true colors. So I just go back to that now, and like I've been thinking about certain things like polygamy and different lifestyle patterns and all that. Just even the way I live now is just unorthodox to a lot, but it's comfortable for me. And I'm unapologetically doing it. And when I open up to certain people, they're very intrigued about it to where it even allows me to have more courage and more confidence to continue doing it. So this is me telling people out there, unapologetically be you. Unapologetically be you. And if people like it, cool. If they don't, fuck them. Life is too short to be, living for other people. It's way too short. It's way, 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 way too short to be living for other people and other people's feelings, and other people's validation. They validate you today and then they don't validate you tomorrow and then you feel bad. It's like, no, I can't do that no more. I've been a people pleaser. I've been a person looking out for other people's validation. I've been that before, and it's unhealthy and it's unfun and it don't get you nowhere. It don't get you nowhere at all. And then people say, oh, well, the majority of people not going to like how you live or don't, or agree with how you live. So what? I'm looking for the 5%, the 1%, The 0.5% of people out there in this whole gigantic ass world that agree and fuck with how I think. And that's all I need. Especially if it's not rooted in some evil or some manipulative or anything, bad. Then what the hell? I always say, God not going to send me to hell for eating pork. Straight up. So, just unapologetically be you. I'm more so talking to myself, but hey, I'm talking to the people as well. Unapologetically be you. Life is way too short. Way, 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 way too short. And I ain't talking about Todd. If you get it, you get it. Anyway, it's your favorite cousin Rich. I greatly do appreciate y'all for listening. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.